going on YouTube? Got a new video for tonight. Dialed in that little Bermans 2K I got. I give you guys a quick little rundown of the high pass filter that starts off at 10 hertz and kind of show you guys how much I've had to turn this thing up to cut out 20 hertz, even though the filter says it goes from 10 to 80. And then I'll give you a little bit more of a free air demo of that DC Audio 18. And hopefully we can get a box built in the next few weeks. I know I've been really behind on a lot of stuff, been messing with a lot of the dirt bikes we got going on, and springtime cleaning. Had an ice storm here in Michigan, and we're not done with car audio for sure. So give me a second. Alright, as you can see, this is not just above the 10 mark. It's actually where the little orange thing on the end of these are. That's how far it's turned over on the high pass crossover. And I ended up turning the low pass up a little bit more to get above like 60 hertz. No bass boost yet, because I'm not sure. I haven't tested it on what frequency the bass boost is actually producing, like 40, 45 hertz. There's no specifications. I tried contacting Slapz Audio, not got a response yet. And then ended up turning the gain quite a bit down. That way I can run my radio at 0 for the subwoofer output instead of at negative 15. So this is a very sensitive amp to high voltage from the RCAs. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. It's better than not having to crank the gain all the way up just to get any output out of it. So yeah, so basically right now where it's at, 20 hertz is pretty much no void, and 25 hertz kicks in pretty quick, and then 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, almost 70 hertz. So I gave you a little bit of a free air demo of the frequency, and then we're gonna sit here and figure out what frequency the bass boost is. Bear with me. So yes, you're seeing correctly. First time I've ever used a rubber style glue instead of regular CA glue for my dust cap. I tried to use a bare minimum like I usually do for CA glue. That way the glue squeezes out and it looks like shit on the front of the subwoofer. Fucking cap blew off. Got this inner cap, and I'll be ordering a 11-inch dished cap and put a DC Audio sticker over top, so it kind of reminds me of the original style M1 we got going on here. Alright, let's play some frequencies. Alright, here we go. So here's 20 hertz. Pretty much barely moving. There's 30 hertz. There's 40 hertz. It's 50. There's 60. And there's 70. Alright, as you've seen in the beginning, it's easier to see with your eyes. I don't know, my camera's not picking up the lower stuff like my old iPhone used to. But 20 hertz on the same song at the same volume, the same output. This little sweep on YouTube that I've been playing, 20 hertz would bottom the coil out. Now it doesn't do any of that. So, like I said, I've had to turn up that gain turn up the high pass filter quite a bit. So I don't know how far it slopes off. It's like 12 dB per octave. I'm not 100% sure, but it's working. It's helping protect this sub. I'm sure when I get it in a box tuned to like 25 hertz, that might be able to push it a lot harder. Obviously free air, there's nothing stopping this thing from the coil getting damaged from me turning up too loud. Either way, next step we're going to test is the bass boost frequency response. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be around 40 or 45 hertz, but we'll see. All right, hold on. All right, I'll show you guys on camera. I'm going to restart the sweep. I got the bass boost turned. The volume's not all the way up, but I got the bass boost turned over halfway up, and I cannot seem to find what frequency. So I don't know if it even works, which it really don't matter, I guess, because I'm doing a nice big ported box. I'll show you guys. All right. So this one starts at 20 and goes up really quick. It doesn't seem to have any extra peak anywhere in this frequency sweep that does 20 to 80 hertz. No bump, no nothing. Even at 50, it just... it's like it didn't change anything. All right. Back in here. That's right, guys. If I can hit the hole. So yeah, over halfway. So I don't know if that's even working. And maybe Slapz Audio does work. Maybe Bermans doesn't. Don't really care, I guess. Bass boost necessarily is not that important unless you're doing like small sealed enclosures to help out. So I'm gonna say the bass boost doesn't even work. I've ran bass boosts on many amplifiers, many CT sounds, many cheap amps. Even a little bit of bass boost on my old... they're the 2000.1s I used to have on the YouTube channel somewhere. What was that company called? Kind of partnered with Sundown. Either way. Bass boost is a no-go. That's all right. Figured I'd try to get an answer for myself. Well, guys, kind of concludes this little short video. The Bermans amplifier bass boost doesn't work on mine, so don't know where the signal was supposed to be at. If it was working, there's nothing in the manual for it. It just says it has bass boost, like up to 12 dB. And then, like I said, I tried to contact Slapz Audio about his bass boost, and nobody really believes in bass boost anymore. And I only use it on, you know, small occasions, like I was trying to explain. I'm probably not going to use bass boost on this. Unless this thing really seems to fall off at like 40 to 50 hertz. I would like to use bass boost to help flatten out the curve, because I do listen to a lot of metal and dubstep that has the extra drums and stuff. But at the same time, decaf, chopped and screwed, all the rap music, you know, 25 hertz on up is where I like to listen to a lot of my music at. So we'll give maybe a quick little music demo of this guy playing some music here, and then we'll get back at it.
So we're back from the 10.
Later, guys.